the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming, and of the end of the world? Many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many.
It's not for granted to witness the second coming of Jesus Christ.
I'm back. I came to Kenya to meet a man who claims to be Jesus and who has a crazy amount of followers. Is the story true?
I am Abdullah, the successor of Imam al-Mahdi alayhi salam, the successor of the Comforter Ahmed, the successor of Simon Peter, the successor of Muhammad, the successor of Jesus Christ. I am the true and legitimate Pope. I am the proof upon the Christians. I am the son of the Muslims through my father, and the son of the Christians and the Jews through my mother. I am the son of the East through my father, and the son of the West through my mother. I am like Zulkarnain, who with one horn in the East and one in the West. And I am the inheritor of all that lies between.
And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars.
Cities. Well, a Ukrainian drone attack has destroyed now more than 40 Russian planes deep in Russia's territory, while Russia pounded Ukraine with missiles and drones a day before the two sides meet for a new round of direct talks.
Breaking overnight, trade tensions with China escalating again 3 weeks after both countries agreed to slash tariffs on one another by 115% for 90 days. Now, China says the U.S. has, quote, seriously violated the trade truce in several ways, including pulling visas from Chinese students studying here.
A new warning from Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth about a potential war in Asia.
It has to be clear to all.
At a conference in Singapore, Hegseth said China was, quote, credibly preparing for an invasion of Taiwan. Tension with Taiwan is ramping up, with Chinese forces staging regular drills around the island. And the use of force has not been ruled out. Fundamental to defenses here, billions of dollars in U.S. weapons, including missiles and upgraded aircraft, as well as U.S. intelligence. The biggest step yet, U.S.-made HIMARS, or high-mobility artillery rocket systems purchased by Taiwan, that can strike beyond China's coast.
Pakistan. India's water strike continues to choke Pakistan. Remember, India had put the Indus Waters Treaty in abeyance after the Pahalgam attack. China has now come up with a veiled threat. A senior Chinese policy advisor has sent out a warning. Don't do to others what cannot be done to you. But by making such a statement, there is a hint at what Beijing could do. Do they have strategic advantage over the Brahmaputra, a river that's critical to India? Can China do to India what India is doing to Pakistan?
For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences, and earthquakes in divers places.
A 5.8 magnitude earthquake has struck Greece and Turkey, killing one person and leaving fearful locals jumping off buildings. The quake struck just after 2 a.m. local time this morning, about 42 miles deep and just off the coast of southwest Turkey. Tragically, a 14-year-old girl died in the resort town of Fethiye in Turkey from a panic attack, while dozens of others have been injured. Some 70 people were injured as they rushed to safety, including some who jumped from heights due to panic.
Italy's Mount Etna started erupting again earlier today, sending panicked tourists running for safety. Take a look at these images. Officials say the eruption sent a plume of ash and rock several kilometers high into the sky. You can see those images there, those tourists running and producing explosions that could be heard up to 50 kilometers or 30 miles away. The Sicilian Civil Protection Agency is warning all aircraft to avoid the area.
Monster earthquakes sink a portion of Northern California. A new study addresses that very question and whether we could see impacts here at home.
Meteorologist Brianna Ruffalo joins us in studio with some answers. Brianna.
Yeah, well, when you see that study, it can look pretty alarming. So I spoke with Dr. Lucy Jones, and she said this possibility has actually been known for a few decades. Now, this new study calculates the risk of where and how much land could sink, but the bigger concern is not a monster quake for the Pacific Northwest. It's actually closer to home.
The Cascadia fault line is the focus of a new study, breaking down the flooding potential a 9.0 earthquake could bring to the Pacific Northwest and the Northern California coastline. It's a fault about 700 miles long, running from Northern California all the way up to Vancouver, British Columbia, capable of producing a massive quake, which was last seen in 1700.
Experts have issued a warning about a potential mega tsunami that could sweep away entire communities with its massive waves. Alaska, Hawaii, and the west coast of the mainland U.S. face an ongoing threat due to how close they are to disaster zones, and the west coast just received a renewed warning. A new study published in the Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences revealed that an earthquake could erupt along the Cascadia subduction zone, a fault that stretches from northern Vancouver Island to Cape Mendocino, California. Researchers from Virginia Tech found that a potential powerful earthquake combined with rising sea levels could lead to a mega tsunami, most severely impacting residents and properties in northern California, northern Oregon, and southern Washington.
See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass. But the end is not yet. All these are the beginning of sorrows.
Breaking news. Reports from all over the world are coming in that being of light is seen in the clouds. It was the appearance of what Christians are calling Jesus. People from around the world are reporting seeing Jesus.
Hundreds of eyewitness accounts are now coming in saying they have witnessed loved ones, friends, and even strangers transformed.
Therefore be ye also ready, for in such an hour as ye think not, the Son of Man cometh. Are you ready? For when they shall say, peace and safety,
that generations before us could only dream about a land of peace, safe peace, safe peace, safe peace, safety, harmony, opportunity, innovation, and achievement. Peace, safety.
When they shall say, peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them. Are you ready? For God so loved the world, that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life.